Kamusta, kapatid? It's Kuya E. Let's talk about something that might seem small, but it runs very deep. Why it's so hard to say no, especially without feeling guilty. See, when a man starts changing, when he starts trying to reclaim his energy, his health, his focus, one of the very first shifts he needs to make is this. He's got to start saying no. No to habits, no to food, no to vices, no to social invites, no to people, sometimes even people he loves. But here's the thing. Most of us weren't taught how to say no, especially not Filipino men. And if we were, it was probably taught through anger or silence, not through clear, grounded boundaries. Let me give you an example. Let's talk about Mark again. Mark right here is at a family party. Tita walks over and says, "Anak, eat more." She puts another scoop of food on his plate. He hesitates. He wants to say no. He's trying to lose weight. But in our culture, right, refusing food can be seen as rude, like you're rejecting someone's love. In that moment, it feels easier to just take the food than to offend. But at what cost? You see, that one bite or that one drink might seem harmless, but it's not just about the food. It's about your word to yourself, your integrity, your katapatan. You see, we were raised in environments where saying yes to others, even when it was inconvenient for us, was seen as noble. You know what else is noble? Smashing the like button and making sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications too to be the first to see when a new Malusog video drops. But in all seriousness, especially back in the motherland, right, in the Philippines or other tight-knit, community-based cultures, saying yes helped people survive. You shared resources, you helped each other out, you showed respect by being agreeable. But today, many of us aren't living in the same economic conditions. We're not in a survival-based village where everyone depends on each other's crops and labor. We're in a very different world now. And what used to be strength, that cultural yes, reflex has now become a silent trap. A trap that keeps us overweight, overcommitted, overwhelmed, and unable to protect the path we're trying to walk. Let's go deeper. A lot of guys feel guilty saying no, not just because of culture, but because they don't know how to handle the awkward follow-up. You say no to food and someone says, "Oh, so you're too good for my cooking now?" You skip the drink and someone says, "Come on, bro, one drink won't hurt. Don't be a killjoy." Or worse, they try to give you advice like, "If you're really trying to lose weight, just try keto." Like, thanks, Tita YouTube. And if you're not secure in your journey, that pressure gets to you. You fold, you take the drink, you eat the lechon, you try to smile through it, but later that night, you feel disappointed in yourself. That disappointment isn't about the food, it's about the micro betrayal. That moment where you abandon the version of yourself you're trying to become, just to make someone else comfortable. So what's the solution, Kuya E? Let's be practical. In the beginning, it might actually be better just to say no at a macro level. Let's cut back to Mark. Mark right here is checking his calendar. He deletes a family party invite. Takes a deep breath. Instead of trying to resist food at the party, maybe don't go. At least not until you're strong enough to stand your ground with love and confidence. Instead of showing up to the boys' night out trying not to drink, just sit that one up. Protect your streak. Protect your energy. Instead of telling yourself one more hour or scrolling or gaming, say no to the screen and say yes to sleep. Your future self will thank you. This isn't about becoming antisocial or rigid. It's about knowing your limits. Here's the reframe I want you to remember. Saying no is not selfish. It's sacred. It's a way to honor the man you're becoming, even if the people around you don't understand yet. And guess what? The people who truly care about you, they will adjust. They might tease you at first, but over time, they'll start to respect it. they'll start to respect you. You're not weak for struggling with this. In fact, it shows how deeply you care. But now, it's time to care about yourself just as deeply. So this week, kapatid, I want you to practice. Say no to one thing that doesn't serve you. Say it kindly, clearly, without apology. And after you do, notice how strong you feel. Not in a loud way, but in that quiet way that says, I'm on a mission now. I don't bend for just anything. That's real strength. That's emotional leadership. That's what builds trust with others and with yourself. So, if this landed with you, kapatid, you're going to love the 5-day Malusog reset. I'm very excited. It opens August 2nd. And it's not just about saying no. It's about remembering what you're saying yes to. Link in the description for a free day 1 preview. Signing off today, ang tunay na lalaki marunong tumanggi. This means in Tagalog, a real man knows how to say no. I'll see you on the next one.